you guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're diving in, we're going through my 2020 Spotify Wrap. For those that don't know me, my name is Aid. I'm a music festival content creator. Last year, I documented my 2019 Spotify Wrapped and my SoundCloud playback. So I thought, why not? Let's revisit it this year. Let's see what happened in 2020. It was a crazy year, obviously, but it was also a very emotional year for me. It was a very crazy year for me. So I was very curious to see how my Spotify would turn out this year. Because, you know, if you've been following me this year, we went through a lot of shit, you guys. We did go through a lot of shit. So I just wanted to dive in. I feel like it's a really good way to document and also just talk about what a year in music it's been and everything like that. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Before I start, they added music to this, and like they have music every year, but I feel like they picked like songs that just like really made me emotional. Like they have sad songs starting. Like we can't do that, so I'm gonna turn this off. So we have 2020 Wrapped. The longest year may not be over yet, but your Wrapped is finally here. It's always so cute how they brand it. I feel like every year they just go up. In 2020, I discovered 1,047 new artists. I don't know what it was last year, but like, holy crap. I discovered 1,000 artists. Honestly, I listen to my Discover Weekly every week. If you guys are curious how I find my music, I listen to Discover Weekly every week. I listen to my release radar. I listen to Friday crate diggers in the EDM genre. And then at any time I like a song, like in house music or somewhere else, I will always go to its song radio, and then I will find similar songs like that. So I'm always trying to discover new stuff. You know, ever since I started taking up DJing this year, I really want to find some good stuff, some old stuff, some new stuff, whatever it is. Really had tried this year to discover some new artists, and we definitely succeeded with 1,047 new artists. Like, that's so insane to me. Was very surprised by this, what my top genres were, and I'm sure you guys will be too, but you listen to 443 genres, that's crazy, this year, including 173 new ones. Like, that's insane to me. And then I think it breaks it down. Your top genres were, number 1, EDM, duh. 2, pop. 3, vapor soul, which I had to look up. We'll talk about that. 4, house. And then 5, pop EDM. And now, if you guys watched last year's video, house was also very low, and I had to explain myself last year, and it's still the same thing here. I don't listen to a lot of house music when I'm working unless I have like a deadline coming up or something, because it really gets me going, but otherwise it's really distracting for me to listen to house music. Like anything high energy is really a lot for me to listen to. So I've been listening to a lot more chiller stuff this year while I work, and it's helped me focus a lot. And also with house, I listen to a lot of sets on SoundCloud, and then I also listen to a lot of sets on YouTube and watch it on YouTube. So that is also why house is very low. I'm still explaining myself this year. But number 1, EDM, duh, that probably just encompasses everything. I would be really curious to know what other subgenres and like, yeah, and have that breakdown. Pop, I was a little bit surprised by, but I think they characterize some artists that I listen to as pop, and I don't really think they're pop. Like, the only pop artist that I really truly think I listen to is Dua Lipa. And I don't even really listen to her that much, but like Don't Start Now was like a very popular song for me because it was a very good breakup anthem, you know what I mean? And then Vapor Soul. So what that is like SG Lewis, Big Wild kind of vibes. I'll link a playlist down below that I found if you guys are interested in learning more, but I was a very big SG Lewis fan this year. Really dug him a lot more. I was just playing him all the time. Sorry, my feet fell asleep, but I got into SG Lewis a lot this year, so that explains why Vapor Soul might be a little bit higher. And then pop EDM. I would really just like want to know what artists attributed to this, but we'll get into that. Like, who is under pop EDM? I would think maybe like Louis the Child, maybe? Griffin? Maybe? I don't know. One song helped you get through it all, and it's Keep On by Lane 8. love I have for this song. I played it 90 times. I've definitely played it a lot more, but Lane 8 actually re-released this song. So Keep On was on Anjuna Deep 11 album. That's like a compilation album. And then Lane 8 released it on his own on Anjuna Deep's label, but it was like as a single. So this song came out right after my breakup, and I literally cried the first time I heard it. It was just so good, and it just spoke to me. And you know, all it really says is like keeping on track, you know? And so that's just like something that I was like, you know what, like we're gonna get through this, we gotta keep on. And so that was why that song just played. My other top 5 songs, so number 5 was Father Ocean by Ben Beaumare. It's a remix of a Monolink song. When we're alone. This is like one of my favorite songs. This is one of Chase and I's favorite songs. Chase and I watched Ben Beaumare's Anjuna Deep Prague set like a lot of times during quarantine. And so I associate that song with happy memories, watching that with Chase and everything. And so I definitely had that on my good night playlist, I want to say, at one point. So that was in a rotation. Like whenever I'm getting ready for bed, I throw on a good night playlist. And so that was definitely in it. Sunlight by Lane 8. This is an old Lane 8 song. I just like discovered a newfound love for it this year, I guess. And so that was on repeat a lot. That was number 4. Number 3, we have Senseless by 7 Lions and Tyler Graves. One touch, losing my senses until I'm senseless. This song is so good. This song was such a surprise to hear from 7 Lions this year. Like it had like this nice little housey, dreamy little beat to it, and like it was just something that like I've never heard 7 Lions come out with, and so that was on repeat a lot. Number 2, Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa, my little breakup girl anthem. And then Keep On by Lane 8. Last year, I think I have it somewhere. Last year, my top songs were When the Party's Over by Billie Eilish, Lifeboat by Galago, Atypical by Manila Killa, It's Only VIP Remix by Odessa, and Love Me Like You Used To. So we have a little bit of a distinguishing factor between the past 2 years. We have my playlist, my top 20 songs of 2020, my top 100 songs of the year. I will link that playlist down below if you guys are interested in seeing it. Then we have my top podcast, which was Rave Culture Cast. My girl Emma, had to support her. I absolutely love what she's done this year. It's like so inspiring. It says I listened to 11 episodes on there, which is probably true. I definitely watch hers more on YouTube because I like watching the video portion. I just like podcasts a lot better in general on YouTube. I don't know, I like the video component a lot. My top podcasts were Rave Culture Cast, Call Her Daddy, Like and Repost, which was a podcast my friend Taylor and Amanda started, the Gold Digger podcast by Jenna Kutcher, and We Bought a House with Claudia and Phineas. I'm surprised Call Her Daddy was up there, but I was pretty like avidly listening because I wanted to know about the tea with Alex and Sophia. But I was surprised it got number 2. I was a little bit surprised by that, but the other ones I really agree with. I don't really listen to Call Her Daddy that much anymore unless she has a really good guest like Miley Cyrus. But otherwise, like I don't really listen to her that much. I don't know. And then we have my top artist of the year. And this was easy to guess. And they gave me SG Lewis, Lane 8, Chelsea Cutler, Odessa. I clicked Lane 8. He really got me through this year, you guys. So my top artist was Lane 8, and I was in the top 0.1% of other listeners this year. And then your favorite song of theirs was Keep On, and you spent 4,241 minutes listening to them. I love you, Lane 8. And I got to meet him this year, you guys. I met him. That was so nice. You listened to 3,047 artists this year. Jeez. But these artists were your fave. So Lane 8, Chelsea Cutler, not surprised at all. I had her stuff bumping. If you want to be a sad girl and in your feels, Chelsea Cutler is your girl. I love her so much. I saw her last year at Lollapalooza and just got even more obsessed with her, but I've been a big fan of hers since like 2017, 2016 maybe. So I was not surprised by that at all. Number 3 was Odessa, and I was a little bit surprised by seeing Odessa in the number 3 spot. I'm not gonna lie, love Odessa. But I was pretty surprised to see them there. They were also my top 5 last year. So my top artist from last year was number 1, Billie Eilish, number 2, Lane 8, number 3, Louis the Child, number 4, Rufus Du Sol, and number 5, Odessa. So that didn't really surprise me, but I was really surprised to see them in the number 3 spot. And then number 4, we have SG Lewis. I became a huge SG Lewis fan this year, so that did not surprise me at all. Number 5 was Louis the Child, which I was pretty surprised by to see Louis the Child there. I don't know, I felt like I didn't listen to their stuff a whole lot, but I think they did come out with their album this year. I want to say they came out with Here For Now, Don't Mind, Be Free. I think once you look at the playlist, I did see a lot of Louis the Child songs in there, so I was like, okay, maybe I did listen to them a lot. So it does make sense. They were also in my top 5 last year, so they're just sticking their ground in there. But all in all, I do agree with the list. I do love all these artists, so I was just a little bit surprised by Odessa and Louis the Child, but what can I say? But yeah, that is my Spotify 2020 wrap. That was the music that got me through. If you guys want to check out my playlist down below for my top 100 songs, I will also include my current vibes playlist. That is what I'm always currently listening to. If you guys want to see what I'm always listening to and everything like that, you can check out all my playlists on Spotify. I have so many going on. All in all, it was a crazy year, but music is always what gets me through, and I'm very grateful to have music in my Spotify, and I always love this little snapshot of your year just to kind of look back and like, I really got through some shit this year, and I'm very grateful for it. And you know, music was there when I needed it most. Even though we had no music festivals, I could still enjoy music somehow, so I'm very, very grateful for that. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Comment down below who your top artists were. I'd love to know, or your top songs, and any of the other fun statistics that you got from the Spotify Wrapped. I really do love doing these, so I'm definitely gonna keep on documenting these for the rest of the years that come, honestly, because I love getting all this little data and feedback and everything like that. So if you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button to vibe with me. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.